It's never really a good time to leave, but you have to leave sometime. I have been wanting to pursue another chapter in my career, particularly to do things, be they lecture or write or get involved in situations where I can serve as hope and inspiration to encourage young people to go into public service, particularly in the arena of science, medicine, and public health.
The last thing before we go tonight, in Fauci we trust. Dr. Anthony Fauci made it official today. He revealed that after half a century serving in government, he's going to be stepping down in December. The 81-year-old has led the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases since 1984. The Washington Post writes Fauci was an advisor to 7 presidents, putting him on the front lines of every modern-day scourge, including AIDS, the 2001 anthrax scares, Ebola, Zika, and the coronavirus pandemic. But many of us really got to know Fauci in March of 2020. Each day, a nervous nation would tune into the coronavirus task force briefing to learn how our lives might be affected by this novel virus. Not everyone liked what they heard, and in what tonight he said was a distortion of reality, Fauci became a target for many from the right. Yet the verbal attacks and the death threats, they did not stop the good doctor. Here's a look back at the man we have gotten to know these past few years.
My name is Dr. Tony Fauci. I'm the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases at NIH. The worst is yet ahead for us. It is how we respond to that challenge that's going to determine what the ultimate endpoint is going to be.
Today I walk in, I hear I'm going to fire him. I'm not firing him. I think he's a wonderful guy. Not everybody's happy with Anthony. Not everybody's happy with everybody.
Dr. Fauci, as was explained yesterday, there has been some promise with hydroxychloroquine.
The answer is no. I'm not totally sure what the president was referring to.
The State Department, or as they call it, the Deep State Department, you don't mind. I'd like to have him go back and do his job. So does anybody have any question? Please.
Can the tooth fairy still come if I lose my tooth because of the coronavirus?
I'll guarantee you that tooth fairy is not going to get infected and is not going to get sick. I took a trip up there to the North Pole. I went there and I vaccinated Santa Claus myself. I measured his level of immunity, and he is good to go.
Which actor would you want to play you? Here are some suggestions that I've heard. Ben Stiller, Brad Pitt. Which one?
Oh, Brad Pitt, of course.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Anthony Fauci. First, I'd like to thank all the older women in America who have sent me supportive, inspiring, and sometimes graphic emails.
When you see the "Thank you, Dr. Fauci" signs, does that shelter you a little bit?
It does. I mean, the fact that you know that people really care about you and understand what you're doing really deflects a lot of the crazy attacks that you get.
Dr. Fauci, do you still support funding of the NIH funding of the lab in Wuhan?
Senator Paul, with all due respect, you are entirely and completely incorrect. Senator Paul, you do not know what you are talking about.
And when I hear things like the virus can be cured if everyone takes the Tide Pod Challenge, I'll be there to say, please don't. And to the real Dr. Fauci, thank you for your calm and your clarity in this unnerving time.
Well said, Mr. Pitt. We wish you well, Dr. Fauci, in whatever your next chapter may be.